My case study is called At the Point of Death. It is based off of a rider's near-death experience in a police car chase. Throughout the case study, he talks about how he researched death and how it affects us as people. He uses Edgar Allan Poe, how we're all attracted to the mystery and the death that he writes about. In the 20th century, death was medicalized and became associated with hospitals and hospice. That's mainly where people associate death with nowadays, is a hospital. I would know, that's where I work. So Aries wrote that the heartbeat and respiration no longer is significant, which is the old signs, because with life support systems it's lengthened and subdivided death into categories. You got biological death, brain death, and cellular death. Brain death means there's no brain activity. Cellular death, no activity. Biological death, I just interpret that as there's some medical reasoning why the person died. And then you have accidental death, which could be car wrecks, airplane crashes, etc. There's also a thing called an anniversary reaction. So on the year to the day of the accident, people go back to how they were feeling in that certain situation. Like in this case, as the writer, he was in traffic and pulled over for a police car chase and got hit by 2 police vehicles. And that's a very scary thing to go through. So on the year to the day, he reflects and he's back in that scared feeling of, am I going to die? When will I see, how will my family know? You go all back into that feeling. There's a psychotherapy and they have phases. This is where it's not like therapy where you go and like talk to somebody, which most people do, because it's where you're thinking of the danger of the death, how you got put in that situation, and most of the time that results in anxiety. It increases your anxiety because it increases your heart rate until you're thinking back on the day where, oh, I almost died. Phase 1 is recognizing the danger. You struggle to gain control over what's happening around you. Then you have active mastery and passive recognition, and you just want to increase survival when your life is on the line. So you're just continuing to process and go back to figure out what could have happened and what didn't happen. Like this writer's going through, if I would have died in this chase, then I would not be here writing and doing my case study. Okay, and the out-of-body feature. You cannot see it's like you cannot see the future. Your mind is stuck in that one position. When most people think of out-of-body, they think of like the spirit or the soul leaving the body and standing over the body. That's kinda what he's saying. You're not really in the moment. You're just staring at a loss, knowing that you no longer have a future. And then there's split out of body, which is your mind and your body. They go against each other. So at some point you'll be thinking, oh man, this is the end, and your body's still trying to fight when your mind is completely thinking of the worst situation. For example, I was in a car wreck 2 months ago, and I had an out-of-body split. My body was trying to fight, but my mind was, I didn't tell my mom bye, I didn't tell my boyfriend by, my nephews, my nieces, my sisters, my whole family. That's basically what the case study is fighting mind and body. And he gives a great example of the police car chase and with Edgar Allan Poe, how we're all attracted to death, but we don't want it to happen to them. Thank you.